Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchure Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League. So I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account. But it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle, because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Let's introduce my hangar. We got Frickin' Frack, my Death Button Raven, and my Russian Death Button Raven. Then we got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. Then we got Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And then we got Buzzkill, my Spark Scorchbender. The bots are at level 6 and the weapons are at level 9. Be sure to keep a lookout for a hidden treasure. I've placed a link in one of the battles of this episode that will give you access to one of my exclusive winning formula videos. These private reserve videos were specially designed for squad battles and work amazingly well for domination and beacon rush, and provide specific formation strategies for certain maps that will practically guarantee a victory to the team that deploys these tactics correctly. So keep a lookout for them, guys. Happy hunting. I'm going to title this battle Cage Fight, and you're going to see why here in a second. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song War. Perfect for this battle. Now, every map has a personality, I think. You know, some are spread out and allows you to have little skirmishes here and there. Oftentimes, if you have a really good formation, you can kind of use your formation to gain an advantage over the opponent, and highly tactical positioning and all that. You know, but other battles like this one, it's just a big old cage fight. You know, you really have nowhere else to go. You're going to march into the center and duke it out. And this definitely, Carrier is one of those cage fight kind of maps. You know, where else are you going to go? Well, you got the right side and left side, and yeah, you got some hallways underneath. Not a lot of battling going over there. Maybe a little bit of scuffles here and there, but for the most part, the battle takes here right in the center, right in front of each other. You march from the back, you head to the front, and you start duking it out. So this is definitely one of those cage fights. Now, I open up with the General, I get over here and I start supporting the center and all, but you know, the thing about these cage fights, especially in this one, what you're really trying to do is grab every little inch you can of advantage over the Reds. And it's not always the easiest thing to do, but every little advantage you can. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of angle over here. Unfortunately, oh, I stepped off the bridge there. Okay, General, hey, I'll forgive you tomorrow. But for now, I gotta get back in the battle. So this is Frick. Frick is my Death Button Raven. Now, a Death Button, you know, one punch empties out and kills a guy. So now I'm going to try to figure out where I can get an advantage of him, you know. You got to at least do 1 for 1. Now, I could go after that guy, but there's already a few members over there that can take him. So rather than even shoot off one shot, I'm hanging on to my Death Button for now. There you go. Save that beacon from being capped. By keeping that from being liberated, that was a little bit extra that we use. Here's another little bit. I've already taken out one guy. Now I'm going to take out 2 guys. Boom. Here's a nice erasure of a very formidable type of opponent. Shock trains. Everyone hates the shock trains. I'm also able to cap that. Now, I realize it didn't stay long, but what it did is it took that Rhino way out in the middle now. Now, all my mates are down there chipping away at him. And so, by taking out 2 of the, and there's Frack, by the way, my Russian death button, because from 500 meters, he'll frack you up. And but by pulling that Rhino out, again, a little extra advantage that it gave us. And all I'm trying to do is tip the scales here and there with my little squishy bots and seeing what we can do. And that's what you're doing in a cage fight like this. You're just trying to grab a little bit of an advantage here and there each and every time. Always try to get a little more out of each bot, and that's all you can do. If you can kill one and cap a beacon on each bot, you're going to actually do okay. You're doing 1-to-1. If you can actually do one cap and then actually pull another mate out, another red out of position and lead toward that death, then you're even adding even better. So always look for ways of making the most out of your bots. Frack got taken out, so now I'm gonna hop into Buzzkill. My little Spark Scorch Bender. He buzzes and then he kills you. And he's a tough little son of a gun. If you got a Bender, you know about that. So we're starting to win the battle on the beacon bar, just barely. But it's because we've been able to maintain and hold and take every little advantage we could over the Reds, and it's slowly starting to pay off. So I'm going to take Buzzkill over here, going to whittle that guy down as much as I can. And then I couldn't quite kill him, but hey, I did a lot of damage. Now my team can take an advantage of him and get him out. There you go. So Buzzkill did his job. Oh, he's not quite dead, but I'm going to take this guy out, help my meat down below here. I didn't quite have my weapons all loaded up, unfortunately. That didn't work out so well. So now I'm going to go back and see if I can get this guy and do what I can to help do a 2-on-2. I can melt one and melt the other with my mate there, and that really worked out well. So now we're going to get on further on down here. I'm going to try to run this little covert mission underneath the bridge here. I can actually cap that beacon, that spawn beacon, as long as I'm left alone. I don't have a lot of health right now, and this ain't going to work out too good. I know I have a mate underneath here with me, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to take that guy on. So now I'm into Reaper. Now Reaper's is my Avenger Bulwark. He's got a good build on him. He's pretty tough, but I don't think I even need to touch him. So yeah, there you go. That was a nice victory. Woohoo! All right, guys, good team. And I noticed I had an actual clanmate joining me on this battle. He wasn't really joining. He just coincidentally ended up on here. My buddy Manyo on my side. There he is. And good job, bud. And looks like experts and masters on both sides. So definitely both sides had good experienced pilots. Everyone brought it, no takers. Everyone did a good job. That was a great cage fight, tooth and nail all the way. It was a lot of fun. Hey, if you see your name in lights, I hope you had a good time there. But if you see your name, thanks so much for the game. These are always fun battles when you have a nice balanced game like that. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out, guys. I'm gonna call this battle Amazing Victory, and it certainly is when you see it at the end here. So stick around. Enjoy my friends in the background and Status as they play their awesome song, November. It's got a super cool sound to it. So this is Castle, and I play at the expert level, so I'm going to be in with experts and masters. I take the general, my beautiful Trident Fury, over here to the turret, which has the two low walls on either side. From here, I can shoot right over the top and splash up on the bridge. I can splash over to the upper left if I ever have to. That catwalk that leads them over to our side, I can do that. And I can kind of monitor either side. Sometimes there are campers that go up to the upper left and try to do some sentry work from up there, and I can reach them as well. But this low wall protects me. If they start shooting energy weapons at me, like that Scourge, if he starts targeting me, see there, can't hit me. So it's a great spot, and if you have a Fury that can shoot right over the top of this, it's a great way, a great place to sit and act as a general, and that's why I put the general here. So, you know, because these battles are experts and masters, you remember, you've got pilots on both sides that know this game well. They've probably got thousands and thousands of games under their belt. And, you know, probably at least 1,000 or so victories or more. And so no one here is new at the game. Everyone here knows the route that they're going to take. They know their equipment quite well. They know its capabilities. This is not AI, artificial intelligence we're playing. So everyone has a right to be here, and everyone is going to make the battle hard. So knowing that, you really got to be smart about your gameplay, and any little lopsidedness in battle, in equipment, in player ability, or anything like that is really going to be magnified in battles like this. Right now we're down 2 beacons to 3, and it looks like we're already short a guy. and you're gonna see why here in a second. But at the end, don't stick around, guys. So, and I take my frick over here and try to help get this beacon over to our side. It's kind of a risky thing to do, but it does pull them out of position. There were so many reds down at the bridge, I thought it seemed like a good idea. So we tried it, didn't quite get it, but we liberated it, if you will. We didn't liberate it, but we basically unclaimed it. I'm gonna try to do some damage over here. Again, level 6 bots is all I have, so I gotta be very careful and mindful of that and not get too exposed and just try to do what I can. But by myself, all I'm gonna do is keep them occupied. But hey, if I got 2 of the reds shooting over at me or keeping them occupied, that allows my team to kind of fill some gaps over on the other side. Because you got 2 on 1, that means that I got 5 other guys that are going over there. In theory, anyhow. So I helped my mate take care of that guy. I'm trying to box in that Fujin that's on either side of that turret. My guy took him out, but then he got taken out in the process. But hey, we're still up. We're up 3 beacons to 2. Almost, 3 beacons to 2. That's okay. So we're in a good advantage position, but it's swinging back and forth a lot. I'm going to try to go over here and take this, but I missed my jump. I hate it when I do that. It's probably a little too aggressive there. So now I'm going to take Buzzkill. Buzzkill is my Spark Scourge Mender. 600 meters on the full distance on those weapons. And then even more intense when he gets up closer. He's a tough little son of a gun too. Because of the mending ability, if I time it right, I can take on a lot of heat. And the Spark Scourges, even though they're only at level 9, which is a little low for masters and experts, they still kick a heck of a punch. So I take advantage of Buzzkill. He is one tough son of a little gun, and so I love him. I should be emptying out my sparks right now, my weaponry, and I should have. I didn't. Wasn't a good way of doing this, but that's okay. I'm gonna heal up my guy and shoot, and we have 2 on 1 there. Take that guy. We're gonna liberate this beacon here. We're gonna have another guy jumping right on it, so I gotta keep my little mender moving. I'm gonna hit my little mend right there, just enough to last long enough, and face him with my my weaponry, and boom, he buzzes and he kills you. I warned you. Hey, and then I'm gonna take Reaper out. He's my Avenger Bulwark, and he's gonna march down here. We've got this sewed up. We got 4 beacons to 1, and we're doing really, really well against the Reds. I don't really even know where I'm going to go because my range is only 500 meters and there's nothing even that close to me. But it looks like we're going to have this one sewed up at the end, and this is going to be an awesome win. And you're going to see why it's so amazing. Hey, first off, I hope you enjoyed that battle. It was a lot of fireworks here. Let's look at the team. We had one of those guys from Peru on our team, and you all know what you do, Peru. But I had a bunch of rock stars on my team too, and we didn't care. No one gave up. No one threw the towel in. No one said, oh crap, we got Peru on our team. Let's just throw in the towel. No, these guys kicked some butt. They brought their A game, and we showed the Reds what to do. And even though those guys know what they're doing too, we just brought it, and we brought it strong. We have warriors on my team. These are my today's warriors, because we certainly did bring it. Good job, guys. Good job on my team. If you see your name, thanks for the game. You guys really kicked some butt. In Peru, I don't like you very much. I've titled this battle Loss Prevention. There's a great lesson in here, so stick around and enjoy the show. I'm so excited. I've got a new song by N-Status. It's called Woodish. It's got a great sound. Enjoy the background music, guys. So this is Springfield, and I always open up Springfield in my general, my beautiful Trident Fury. This game, as I've always mentioned, is like a chess match. It's about moving your pieces to the right spot on the board, on the chessboard here, and kind of monitoring what's going on. See if you should go right or left. See if you should move forward or back, and that sort of thing. And the basic premise for domination is 3 and hold, meaning get 3 beacons and hold them. So it sounds simple, right? Well, it is. It's simple to say, and it's a simple concept to grasp. 3 and hold, but performing that is not always the easiest task. If it was, everyone would be winning. So you gotta get the 3. We got them. Now it's a matter of holding the 3. Holding the 3 is where the challenge comes in. What to do, how to do it, what are they gonna do? We're all a bunch of randoms trying to stick this out and make it happen. They're putting a press on our spawn beacon right now. They're moving forward. You got a guy down there in the gap that's raining down the vortexes. Great strategy. He's gonna rain on us. Now we're jumping up to 4 to 1, which is even better. So as long as we can hold 4, this is a done deal. Now here's what I got, frack, because the general got taken out. So this is frick, I mean. So what I'm doing right now, I'm kind of watching to see where I'm needed. I don't need to get crazy. I don't want to jump in. I'm kind of seeing, I see some guys that are close to my range, but there's 2 or 3 of them, and you still got that guy down in the gap. And man, those vortexes are really powerful. So I'm gonna take that guy out, and it looks like there's a threat over to the far back left beacon, then he might take that one back that we got. So we're gonna go down 3-1 or 3-2, which is still a great thing. I took frick over here. I might as well jump in and do some stuff. I mean, I could have jumped back and pulled back, but I went ahead and stayed reckless. So now frack, I'm gonna pull out. Frack is the Russian death button, a little longer range, and I see we've got some loss prevention to do here. You got 2 strong reds, and I only got 1 mate over there. And if we don't get the 3 reds, if we don't get this under control quickly, we can start seeing our thing away. See, now we're down 2 beacons to 3. So we've really got to take control over this. Some loss prevention is really needed. If this guy gets this one, we're really stuck. So I got to go in and do my thing. I got to see if Frack can take on this Spectre. He's got a stealth coming up. I don't count too well in my head. He's just about out, but he can still maintain and hold. So it's just a matter of who's going to do what. We both jump at the same time. But you know what? Their stealth doesn't last forever. Now I got him pinned. I'm pulling that back to blue, and there's our loss prevention. Now we're back to 3-2 on the beacons. It looks pretty good, but I see that they're coming up on our spawn, so I'm gonna hop into buzzkill. He buzzes, then he kills you, and this tough little son of a gun, he'll take on anyone face to face. As long as he's got his little mender ability and those spark scourges, he'll melt anyone down. I'll take you all on. I don't care. Little buzzkill, he's a feisty little dude. So here we go. And right now we've got it down to the win, and there you go. The little loss prevention there, keeping that center back to blue was a good idea, and it kept us on track. So, hey, here's the great pilots that were here on both sides. Everyone did a great job, managed the beacons, kept them blue, and again, 3 and hold is simple to say, but doing it, you gotta really think about what you're gonna do if you start losing control there. So make sure you're ready to do some loss prevention if you guys start sliding behind. Hope you see your name in lights, guys. Everyone played very honorably, and I want to mention that. It was great to see everyone playing with honor on both sides. Good job, guys. If you see your name, thanks for the game. It was a great one there. Here's a battle taken from this week's skirmish. It was a lot of fun. Always a good learning experience. We have, for the hangar, a Orkin Hayachi, a Pulsar Kamihu. You have a Scourge Bulgasari, a Talumba Kamihu, and a Wasp Hayachi. I had to look up the Wasp to see even what it did here after I played the battle. I learned a few things here. So, enjoying my friends in the background. End status was their awesome song Theta, one of my favorites here. Opening up in Carrier, it's a team deathmatch. That's the one thing about playing with Skirmish is you're going to get whatever mode they throw you into. I went ahead and opened with a build that I'm a bit familiar with. I know how Scourges operate. I know how a Bulgasari does. And he's a great corner shooter. And since this is team deathmatch, not one of my favorite modes, but I know that it's all about staying alive and killing more than you die. That's about it. It's more of a boring mode to me, but hey, it's fun for folks who like it. It's all great. It's great for people who just like all about the brawl, and that's what this is all about, the brawl. So I've taken the Bulgasari, who's a great corner shooter, and he's got these the Scourges, which are perfectly mounted. The only thing he's going to be susceptible to is the splash weapons, which there are some on this week's skirmish builds. So it just depends on who gets up close to me. The Orkins can get me, the Kamihus can get me with their Talumbas, but I'm going to see what I can do. So another thing about, the skirmish is it does not consider your league rank when it puts you in with other pilots, because you're all playing with the same level weapons, exactly the same builds and same hangar loadouts. So it's kind of putting you on an even battlefield, if you will, even footing as far as the weaponry. But the experience level definitely is going to range all the way down from bronzes up to champions, all in the same battle. So you're going to have some pilots who are very unfamiliar with even some special, even just the basic mechanics of the game and some wise gameplay. There's been a couple times where people were bunched up right around me, and I was trying to get out of the way and do some dashing back and forth, and I was right, like this guy here. He's just kind of, hey guys, find your own spot. Don't crowd your mates like that. But you know what? These guys are new. That's okay. We're all just kind of working together. And it gets a little awkward at times. Definitely not the best way to do it, but that's okay. I'm hopping into the Orkin Hayachi. Get a few more kills this way. Do some corner shooting. There's a guy running right behind me again, kind of shut me out of the way. That's all right. We can do this. So, you know, one of the things that you'll want to do, some tactics, just to kind of make this a learning experience for everyone. If you're new to the game, or if you're wondering, hey, how do I do better at this? When you're in team death mode and you've got a situation like this where everyone's kind of shooting at each other, do your best to try to find mates that are already, reds that are already engaged in firefights with some of your other mates, and simply jump in there and support with, basically you're adding to the firepower. Help focus the firepower in one energy there. And here's another thing: when you got splash weapons, see what I did there? I call it a facelift, or peeling off their face. When you have someone chasing you in the corner, just do it like I did there and wait for them to come around the corner on you. And basically, watch this. You use the length of your splash to peel off their face, or give them a little facelift there. You don't even have to expose yourself to a line of sight to use your splash weapons effectively. And so that's what you always want to do, is kind of shooting near the edge that they're parked at, there like that, and start taking them down. Your splashes can reach around the corner like that. So take advantage of your splash weapons if you ever have them. Learn that one on here. Also, if you play this week's skirmish, make sure that you corner shoot with that Bulgasari. That thing is ridiculously good. I would have probably done even better with him if I had not been crowded out in that one little area there. And these guys seem to be fine with just kind of spawning down there and letting us pick them up. It's still kind of a close battle. We're only up four mates on them, but it's getting kind of close. Now, I'm going to be taken out here. I'm just about done. You know, I try to kind of jump out of the way, but he's not going to be all that effective with only 2 of the Orkins, but I'm going to try to do what I can here. Support my team, and this is probably it for him. So I'm going to hop into, after this, the next Hayachi, which is a Wasp. I've never used the Wasp, so I have really no idea what it does and how it works, so we're going to try it out here. That's another nice thing about Skirmish, is you're going to be using builds that you're not familiar with, but no one else is either. But use some kind of, this is another way of kind of testing if you like it or not. One thing I've noticed about this Wasp, I think it kind of shoots some kind of goo on them and has an extended, damage, whatever, but they're not that potent. And compared to the other weapons that you could put in the same classification, like the Orkins or the Scourges, that really do a lot of damage from a far distance, and are very effective. This thing, not that effective. It gets stopped. It's not really it doesn't go through ansels, so it's not an energy weapon. It's a kinetic weapon, I guess. But even the damage it doesn't have extended range. It doesn't seem to have extended damage. I really don't know that it's really all that effective, but so I'm not a fan of the Wasp. There you go. But hey, we came away with a win. A victory is always kind of fun. We'll take a look at the pilots in today's. Yeah, I took out quite a few of the reds there, and so that's how you do it. Yeah, a lot of bronzes, lower level pilots on the team. That's going to happen in Skirmish. You're also going to have some higher ranking individuals as well, pilots that know what they're doing. So it's kind of a mixture. Hope you had fun. Hope you see your name. Thanks for the game. Hope you had some fun in it. Take care, guys. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and were able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.